Uh, Annika Locust. Sorry if your name Annika.
Hi, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Hi, yes, I'm Annika Locust. I'm a resident in Liberty Township and I work in the field of agriculture. I'm wanting to voice my support also for Commissioner Mahoney's resolution. I believe that more resources need to be allocated to these efforts to promote equity in our systems for all of our residents in Jackson, and the decisions made by our Jackson leaders must be actively anti-racist. I yield my time.
Samaj Mahoney.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. My name is Samye Mahoney, and I am a resident in the 7th District. I just wanted to voice my support of the Commissioner Mahoney's resolution for supporting, I would like to support his resolution and declaring racism a public health crisis. I think that there have been some great statistics that have been shown and discussed on here, and I appreciate everyone bringing those forward. I want to share quickly a story about one of our daughters. My daughter Sophia, she cut her foot on a can about 2-3 years ago. It was a huge cut. We immediately went to the hospital up to Allegiant, Henry Ford now, but we went up to the hospital and we were very frantic because it was so deep. And we finally got in after waiting for quite some time. And we just were receiving terrible service. And it was really concerning for us. And we finally got someone to come in after hours and hours of waiting. And when she came in, she was trying to put a needle in to numb her so she could sew up the stitches. Well, my daughter kept moving every single time that she was trying to put this in, and she's hollering, wailing. And finally, after she kept poking her and poking her and poking her, we were like, something is not right. You're not doing this. Someone to come in, a different doctor to come in, and the first thing that they said was, why are you using that large needle on her foot? And immediately my heart dropped, because it immediately showed me that she was intentionally trying to hurt her. She didn't care that she was showing pain. She just wasn't taking her pain seriously. And this happens over and over and over and over again. And it's these small things that consistently happen in our communities, which are happening at an alarming rate. And we really need to take the time to not only declare it a public health crisis, but to also make sure that we're putting action behind it with having people from our community who are able to speak up for the people who are disenfranchised. We can't put people on there that are going to vote down things that are important. We need people there that are going to take action and take this very seriously and make sure that action is completed. And I just wanted to share that little story of something that shows how deeply this is rooted and how many things are going on in Jackson County. We may not have serious issues as, police brutality and all of those things that happen that are being shown on a national level, but we have more systemic racism in this county than I have ever seen. And I think that this is a great way to make strides towards making a difference in our county. And I really urge all the commissioners to vote this unanimously to approve not only that it's a public health crisis, but that it is also, we need the action behind it. Thank you.
Cole Michael Downey.
Hi, my name is Cole McEldowney, and I am a field organizer for the Gretchen Driscoll Campaign for Congress in the 7th District. And I am also a Jackson local, born here and raised here. I wanted to come on today first to support the proposition put forth by Daniel Mahoney, and to talk about the lessons I've learned while living here being raised by a school teacher who teaches in Jackson Public Schools and, whose family has had businesses here for generations. One of the lessons I learned growing up was the difference between obligation and between responsibility. An obligation is something that you can have for any person. You have an obligation to be anti-racist because it is the right thing to do. That's without a doubt. A responsibility is something you take upon yourself. A responsibility is something that you take initiative on and be proactive about because you feel a sense of ownership over that decision. We have an obligation to help others, an obligation either religiously or morally. We have an obligation to stomp out racism anywhere we see it, but we have a responsibility in our community to see it through to the end in policy and in individual action. And for that reason, that is why I voice my support now with Daniel Mahoney's proposition to make racism a public health crisis. But I also come here because I want to learn and I want to listen. And I hope wholeheartedly that the esteemed commissioners present here today are here for the same reason. And I have faith that they will make the right decision in response to that. Thank you so much. I yield my time.